Hi and welcome to another episode of The Grind. My name is Violet Njaki. Well, today we are at a very different setting. The ambience in this place is something to long for every single day. And that is why we decided, now let's go to this business and understand how this amazing restaurant was built and how it came to be one of the most amazing businesses on the busy Mombasa highway. I'm joined by the owner and founder and the creator of this amazing place. And we're going to let him introduce himself so that he can continue from there and understand the business aspect of the Maverick. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Violet.
Yes, please introduce yourself and tell us who you are.
Thank you so much. My name is John Thiong'o. I'm the CEO of Next Level Mavericks, the company that runs Maverick restaurants. And I'm glad to welcome you here today. I hope you've enjoyed your stay so far.
I have enjoyed.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed, this is the home of our best culinary products. And I hope you enjoy it.
Yes, we definitely are. So you can tell us, how did you start the Maverick and why did you start it?
Wow, it's a very interesting journey because Mavericks was not my first business to start. My wife and I have started several businesses, but by far this is one of our most exciting businesses. And how we started is that we were traveling abroad and we actually came across a very fine dining facility in Guangzhou, China. And you know, my wife told me one day when we go back to Kenya, we need to start something like this, something that is very attractive, something that responds to the needs, especially of the middle class in the country. And when we came back, the journey started. But coupled with that, we are also very passionate about hospitality. We used to do a lot of hosting at our own home. And my wife is very good at that.
You know, it's very unique considering the fact that for most couples, not both of them are in the same passion. Ni moja anaambia mwingine nafikiria tuanze hii. But for you, it's you and your wife.
Yes, it is both of us. Of course, my wife is much more passionate.
I mean, women.
The women.
Yes.
But I follow along very well. And so we came back and we started looking out. And the first thing was what type of a facility would we put up? And as we thought about that, we came to this side of Mombasa Road, Syokimau and the neighborhoods. And we realized that what was missing was a fine dining facility, a fine dining restaurant where people can come for great vibes, great ambience, great food, and great service. And so we set out on the journey. And that is how Maverick started.
And with that amazing journey, when you were starting, would you say that you were at a good financial and stable position to say, you know what, let's just put it up and let's go with it?
At that point, we were not, because I think we were running another business, but we didn't have enough capital to start off. But you know, one of my philosophy is you always dream big, start small, and act now. And so we followed that and we said, we have a big dream. We want to start small. So we started putting together the finances that we had. We started piling up our savings and earnings from other businesses. And before long, we were able to get started. It is not a very cheap business to start because the cost of kitchen equipment for commercial purposes, the cost of putting up a good ambience facility like this, especially in a mall, because for a restaurant like this, it's location.
Yes.
So, but we put up our all into it, and finally we were able to come through.
Now, even because I know you as the director, you cannot talk about the operations, even as we invite the operations manager to talk about it, what are some of the challenges that you faced when you decided, you know what, the restaurant business is what we're going into, and is that what birthed this amazing book that we have here today?
Yes, that is what birthed this amazing book. This book is called Becoming Maverick, and we are learning Maverick's restaurant.
Yes.
And maybe let me give you a small story about why we call ourselves the Maverick's restaurant and why the book is called Becoming Maverick. Now, When we got our dream, we initially wanted to put up a franchise, one of the franchises that have been in the country. But as we looked into it and the dream that we had, we actually realized that none of the franchises would be able to give us the feel of the business that we wanted. And so we said, why can't we think outside the box and put up something amazing, perhaps even better than the franchises? And that itself was a big challenge.
Yeah.
And that is where the word and the name Mavericks came from. Because Mavericks are people who think outside the box. They are people who take the less traveled load.
Yeah.
And we said, we are Mavericks. We have done a lot of things that have challenged the normal. Why not also do that in the hospitality industry? And so was born the Mavericks restaurant.
Yeah.
And so the journey started. And we were very keen on putting up something that will be amazing, something that will be out of the ordinary. And I believe that is exactly what we did.
Yeah.
And people kept asking, as people came the first few days and the first few months, people kept asking, how did you figure out this?
Yes.
How did you just put up an amazing facility like this on Mombasa Road? And in other words, they were asking us, how do you become Maverick?
Yeah. What is the journey of
And
Maverick?
what is the journey? And that is how I put up the book, and under the book, Becoming Maverick. Basically answering the question, how to become distinctive and how to succeed in business.
Yeah.
But now back to your question, the challenges. The challenges are always there. One of the challenges was capital, because to put up a facility like this, you need a sizable amount of capital. And we had to bring together our personal earnings. We had to go to other businesses and borrow from also our other businesses. We had to go to the bank and borrow also from the bank. But I'm happy to say that the return on investment in this industry, well managed, is good. And we've been able to recoup most of that.
Yeah.
The second challenge was just to figure out the right solution for the market that we were targeting.
Yeah.
In terms of the menu that we were to have here, just a menu that is responsive, the right quality of the products that we are serving, all the way to the ambience and to the set out of the whole facility. That required a bit of brains.
Yes.
And of course, with our interior designers, our architects, and our professional team, we were able to just pull together something that we think we are very proud about.
Yes.
But that really is the whole thing of getting the right team. As you know, Violet, it's all about team.
Yes.
If
It's all
you
about
don't get,
teamwork.
it's all about team and teamwork.
Yeah.
You're right. So it took us time, and we were very deliberate about looking out for the best in the industry.
Yeah.
Right from the chefs, right from the waiting and service team, right from the back of office team, the support team. And I'm very proud to say that over the years that we have operated, we have one of the most amazing teams. But initially it was a big challenge.
Yeah.
And finally, just figuring out the mood of the market and making sure that whatever products we have, we are responsive to the market that we are serving.
That is quite the story and quite the journey. And I believe that you've said even to get to where you are, a good team and teamwork is all that you need. Yeah, so even with that said, we're going to talk to your operations manager, Maurice, now, because we need to understand also how does Maverick operate, so that we can know if you come here, then what are you expecting? And what is the business acumen of the Maverick?
Awesome.
And as George, our camera person, always says, teamwork is what is needed, even as we talk to Maurice.
I'm Maurice Thiong'o. I'm the restaurant manager at Mavericks, a team leader of a very vibrant team. Yeah, well-skilled, very professional guys, and very passionate for the industry as well. Yes.
You vouch for your team?
Yes, we do. Because the basis of operations is more on the team. And then now the values, the mission for Mavericks, now that brings a very strong team. And now we embrace the team of being the Maverick spirit.
The Mavericks team, as they say. So tell us, what is the journey of a client here at Maverick?
Yes, our journey starts from the entrance. A good hello, the first impression really does so well to the client.
Yeah,
so you'll find a very nice looking waitress, very professional.
You have to emphasize that.
Yes. In terms of grooming, she has to be neat. From the entrance, she will welcome you, take you to your table, sit you down, present the menu. Then now from there, a waitress will come, take you through the journey of how we make the meals, make very nice recommendations for you, perhaps describe how we make these items, and not forgetting the mixologist corner, share how we create different products, how we merge different spirits to bring the best taste to your parties.
Yeah. So even as we have all that in mind, you've been greeted by this amazing person, you've gotten the ambience of the Maverick. But what other scope is there for a client here at the Maverick?
Yes, beyond now the products, we push for heartfelt services. Our customer care is top-notch. And beyond that, the ambience itself, apart from the design, the music itself, we have separate sections for reading. If you want to read a book, we have a very good library, which you can refer to our books. You can exchange the books. On top of that as well, we have games. We do chess. You can play with your friends to make the stay more comfortable and entertaining. Yes.
So why did you decide that let's have different aspects for the different clients? Why did you decide that you can, if you want this, you can get, if you want this, you can get?
Yes, people have different preferences, and needs. Some want the fine dining niche, some want the casual dining, some will wish to come and relax. So we look at catering all these aspects. How do we achieve these needs instead of narrowing down to one niche? So that's our key thing. Make sure everyone who comes in lives a different version of him or her while staying at Mavericks.
Vegetables have to be half of your diet. Of course, drinking water and staying hydrated, especially that will help with dry eyes.
We are going to talk about skin health. We are talking about physiotherapy today.
Not sleeping enough is not healthy for your skin, and there is dehydration. So we encourage, if you must be happy or do this, do it in moderation and take a lot of water at the same time.
Our core as physiotherapists is movement.
First, you're trying to lower that burden, the number of the cancer cells using the chemotherapy, and there are some side effects they are going to get from that.
Did you know that the term Big Five began as a way of referring to the 5 most difficult animals to hunt on foot? The lion, leopard, rhino, elephant and buffalo were the 5 large African mammal species that were known to hunters as dangerous, and successfully hunting them was considered an accomplishment.
Welcome back. For those who missed the first part, my name is Violet Njeki, and today we're at the Maverick, so located in Syokimau along Mombasa Road, right? And we're talking about running a business in the hospitality industry. We've talked to the founder, we understood why and how he started this business. But now the restaurant manager, Maurice, is explaining to us as a client, when I decide that Maverick is what I'm going for, is it only the seating experience that I will get, or are there other options that you can get from the Maverick?
Yes, perfect. We are broad in terms of our service delivery options. on top of the sitting experience, we also deliver the same experience at the comfort of your home, your organization, your company, whichever station you are at. We embrace professionalism in terms of setting up the areas, in terms of decor. We bring the full fine dining experience and the food as well, the presentation of our buffets, how we create it, how we arrange it. It brings an array that's unique in the market. So despite having the feeling in our hotel setup, you can go ahead and call us anytime so that we have the same delivered to your home.
Okay.
And that will be well done. And trust me with that, you'll have a very nice moment from us.
Yeah. So what is the process that a client has to go through so that they can get, maybe if they do not want to come here, what is the process they go through so that they can get the outside dining?
Yes, we are very strong on our socials, the Mavericks Restaurant Syokimau. Through those social pages, both on Instagram, Facebook, as well TikTok, you can check out our products. We update on a daily basis of what we offer, on top of sharing the experiences of our customers from the same platform. So through there are details of the numbers to contact, how to make the reservations, and on top of that you can as well send a message to those numbers that are there, and our business team, the business executive team, will pick it up, call you back, and we'll customize our operations to suit the desire that you're having. We are not tied to this particular standard.
Yeah, like this is what
we do. We are flexible enough to, let's say you want your own special menu, your own special theme, we'll go beyond that and do that to you as well. Yes.
And when it comes to the uniqueness of Maverick, as a relationship, the restaurant manager, you're here from start to finish. What are some of the challenges that you've seen that the hospitality industry is facing, even with Maverick in the mix?
Yes, I'll first say how the industry after COVID. We are still in post-COVID. So we are still in that season where operations have not yet really peaked, but we are grateful that so far it's doing so well. But beyond that, sometimes the industry is a little bit stretching. We can have clients staying long. We can have impromptu bookings. We can have outside caterings from different angles. But what we do to keep ourselves together is the teamwork, the great coordination, and believing it's possible. Being a Maverick, so we have to believe that it's possible. Despite the challenges or anything, it is possible. Yes.
So, and when it comes to your clientele, what will you say is your target audience? Like, who in the market are you targeting so that they can come dine at Maverick?
I would say, depending on the day, how we have packaged ourselves, we change depending on those days. Monday to Friday afternoon hours, we experience more of corporate guys during the day. But then in the evening, we have those people who wish to do a formal dining with their friends, spouses, family. But now you see in the weekend, now we tune it slightly, more fun, more exciting mode. Now we do push for cocktails, wine, games. And then on Sunday, we crown it with a family-style Sunday treat, where you can come with your families. There's art activities. They can do some pieces of crayons, art, and other things. That one for Sunday is more of the family now. After church, you pass by Mavericks, grab some nice lunch, and then head home.
Now, with all that in mind, I believe you also want me to see what your kitchen offers.
Yes.
As we wind up with you, even I'm going to the kitchen. So what is it that you will say is the future of Maverick?
We will wish to make more clients experience the Maverick style. We are looking up at opening more units, growing more teams, and more importantly, developing skills and creating a pool of very passionate guys for the industry as well. The industry is very promising, and we believe that we'll go far as Mavericks as well.
Okay. So, and what will be your parting shot for someone who would want to join the industry, considering you've been able to make it even post-COVID, you're still operating quite strongly? What advice would you have for someone who wants to join the industry?
Yes, I will say this. When you do something good to someone, it's a blessing. So the parting shot is, we touch lives through services, our products, and our heartfelt services. That one is already empowering, and that's what gets us going.
So
you speak to people. People have different issues, challenges, but when they come at a space and they live different, they leave the place different, excited, more happy, going to rest, going to work. That's our key mission as Mavericks.
Find a way to touch someone.
Yes.
Well, Maurice has told us, find a way to touch someone, but this is not where we are closing. Apparently I get to go to the kitchen just to see how do they curate these amazing menus that they have here at the Maverick in a few minutes. Remember, we've talked about the journey from how it started to how they deal with their clientele, but we also, as a business, you will want to see where I'm going to eat, how is it prepared, and that is why we decided to show just a bit of what the Maverick Kitchen also gives in terms of running this amazing restaurant. So I'm joined by one of the chefs. He's going to tell us, you remember that Maurice told us they curate their menu according to a client. How is your meal prepared? And these are the key things that you need to consider when you're running a hospitality business, and that is why we decided, let's see also what the kitchen has to offer. So I'm joined by one of the chefs. He's going to introduce himself to us and explain to us what goes on behind the walls of the kitchen. Karibu sana.
Thank you. My name is John Kamau. I'm the head chef at Mavericks restaurant. We are made of fire, all about the soul. Thank you for this session. Today I'll be taking you through, I'll be making a grilled beef sandwich, and I have the condiments over here, and I'll be doing the fruity organic salad.
As a chef and as a person in the hospitality industry, how important is it to understand what your client wants in terms of food?
Okay, it's very vital for us because we really need clients at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And this industry is very diverse, and you find new clients coming in every day. So if we don't understand these guests, we might end up losing them. Yes, so it's very important for us to serve our clients according